Okay, so this morning I read Habakkuk, 3 chapters in Mark, and as I might because of our particular gifts. But there are things the scriptures say about the scriptures. So in Second Timothy chapter 3, verses 14, 15, 16, 17, Paul tells Timothy that the scriptures are able to make you wise for salvation. And he says to all of us that they're inspired and that they're profitable for correction, instruction, uh, basically so that the man of God may be thoroughly equipped for every good work. We want to be thoroughly equipped for every good work. So in Habakkuk this morning, I read, "For though the fig tree does not blossom and no fruit appears on the vine, though the yield of the olive tree fails and the terraces produce no nourishment, though the flocks disappear from the fold and there is no herd in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in the Lord and exult in my saving God." So I also read like the first 3 chapters of Mark, where Jesus is just doing these amazing things. The demons are terrified of him and they're trying to expose him. They're going, "You're the Son of God." And the fact is that once the Pharisees had determined that, yeah, he's really the Messiah, they just immediately went about trying to put him to death. And so he was silencing them. But, I think of Mark, who probably heard the gospel that he wrote about from Peter, um, talking about just the majesty of Jesus. And if I hadn't read those scriptures this morning, I wouldn't have had all that put in me as a reminder for the day that is ahead of me. So even if there's no herd in the stalls, even if all my crops fell, yet my trust is going to be in the Lord. And, I'm also encouraged by Jesus, the mighty one who overcame everything that he faced. He had answers for his enemies, and he is alive in me. The same power that raised Jesus from the dead is at work in us. That's at the end of Ephesians chapter 1. But to start your day being fed that kind of thing and going into your day knowing that those things are true, it is so worth it to be fed like that. So either you got to be getting a devotion from somebody every day, or you got to get in the scriptures for yourself. Somehow, some way, you have got to get the word put inside of you because it affects your point of view as you live your life. Anyway, I think you can see the importance. I am probably preaching to the choir in many cases, but we have to be reminded. The Bible says, encourage one another day by day while it is called today, lest any of us be hardened by the deceitfulness of sin. Sin's deceitful. You can think you're doing really well when you're not doing really well. And the scriptures can help keep you online. They can wake you up. They can speak to your heart. They can energize you for the day that is ahead of you so that you perhaps do something godly, minister to somebody that you might not have even noticed if you hadn't been stirred up by the scriptures. Thank you. God grant you grace from heaven today.